let's see. Alright, let's see. I think that's all set up. Hello everyone, it's me, Writin Real Slow, and I am back again with part 2 of Stray Gods role-playing musical. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna get started and see where this takes us. Because, honestly, I'm just really curious to see how it goes. Alright, let's see. So I can talk to Freddy, Persephone. Right, last time it was the party where I convinced Aphrodite not to kill herself. Sorry. Alright, let's see what Pan wants, I think.
I'd say hello, Grace, but I'm afraid that look on your face might be catching.
What is this place?
Really nice is what
It's
it is.
a garden, darling. Surely even mortals have them.
Occasionally.
This building. All those people I pass getting up here. Are they all idols?
Oh, at least some of them. Welcome to Olympus, dear Grace. Our home hidden away in plain sight. Marvelous, isn't it?
Is Olympus hidden?
I've passed this part of the city 100 times. I've never seen this building.
Hey Whist, glad you could
Was
join.
it always here? Or...
Our Lady Hecate provides glamours that allow certain things to go unseen, such as my glorious horn.
Ooh, we get to meet do we get to meet Hecate?
Olympus is the same. Those invited see it. Those who aren't see exactly what they expect.
I hope we get a Hecate
It's
song.
not anywhere as grand as in the old country, but it serves its purpose.
This isn't grand.
I don't know, Pan. Olympus seems pretty grand to me.
Well,
As if mortals would know any better.
no, that's fair.
This isn't the first time you've been here. I'm sure Hermes took you to Athena's dreary office.
That's here? Huh.
Good one, that Hermes. Almost as dull-witted as the original, but biddable.
Well, you're so pleasant.
How many idols are there? I've met, what, less than 12?
Oh, I don't know, 20, 30. Our numbers have dwindled so much I've stopped keeping track.
I didn't know there were that many gods.
Oh, there were a lot.
We're
Jesus
not all
Christ.
equally legendary, it's true. Some idols were barely worshipped, others not at all. Indeed, not all of us are idols. Some are merely immortal. Hangers-on, if you will. You'll meet them all.
Oh, merely immortal. Is that all? Do most idols
Idols
live
live here? I mean, Calliope didn't, obviously. Apollo doesn't either.
One must have special dispensation from Our Lady of Wisdom, Athena, before they can take up a private dung heap like Apollo's.
Am I gonna have to give him my apartment?
Hope not.
That's rather putting the cart before the horse, darling. First, you must outlive the weak.
Right, there is that.
Right. Good point. You asked me to meet you here?
I did. Though I feared you might decline, considering your rather callous rejection earlier.
Oh, boo fucking who.
Regardless, my pride is intact, as is the favor you owe me, which I now wish to collect.
Yeah,
Oh, sure. I'm totally in a position to help others right now. Lay it on me.
it's about what you
Here's
expected,
the
honestly.
thing. A friend has begged for my help, and you're far better suited than I to offer what he requires. affairs.
Not what I expected.
I'll give you a key to reach the reliquary where he resides. You help him, and then we're even. If that's not enough incentive, the reliquary is also where you'll find the
Ooh, yes.
A sorceress of her power could aid your quest. What do you say?
I say hell yeah. Let's fucking go. I should ask some questions though. Like, what the fuck is a reliquary?
What is this reliquary? Doesn't that have something to do with the bones of saints or something?
Not those relics. Our relics. The relics of ancient gods. Magical treasures collected over thousands of years.
Isn't a reliquary just like...
Books, mainly. We store them in a faraway place so no one unsavory can get their hands on them.
Isn't a reliquary just
Unsavory
like...
like you?
Unsavory like most. Athena has decreed that these relics are not to be used by any save Hecate and herself.
Interesting.
A rather dull waste of so much amassed knowledge and power, but who am I to judge? I'm not leader of the chorus.
You sound very judgy. I'm pretty sure a reliquary is just a holding... Well, I don't want to say bin, but essentially just something that holds an object considered sacred. Let's see... Is the reliquary
If these
dangerous?
relics are off limits, does that mean they're dangerous?
Some, but I'm not asking you to chase after any of that nonsense. In fact, I'd advise against it.
But what if one of those relics could help me?
My, such an adventurer you are. It's possible, but ask Hecate first. She, and I mean this with complete and uncharacteristic seriousness,
Ooh, that is serious.
is not an idol you or anyone wishes to cross.
Yeah, I'd rather not, actually. What kind of favor is
This
it?
person I'm to help, what does he want? And why can't you do it?
Well, Grace, there are some things you're better equipped to handle than I.
Like being trustworthy?
This, as I understand it, is a delicate matter of the heart. One that
Hey, Philby.
requires a muse's hand.
A matter of the heart.
What, did you think I was sending you to rough someone up? Set something aflame? Don't be absurd. The man has an issue with his love life. Even if you can't help him, I'll treat the effort as worth the favor.
Interesting. That's it, though. Just go help the guy sing a love song? Is that all?
So that's it? Fix up someone's love life? Nothing trickier than that?
Oh, the way you talk, Grace. It makes me blush.
Well, it's just that...
I trade in willing favors, Grace. If I didn't, no one would want to do as I ask, and then where would I be? I may seem untrustworthy, but allow me to reassure you. If I wish you harm, you will walk into that harm knowingly, and with open arms.
That's actually kind of scarier. It's reassuring, question mark?
That's exactly what someone untrustworthy would say.
It will not take you long to learn, dear Grace, that among the idols there are fewer truth-tellers than there are liars.
No, not surprising, actually.
Truths can be hard, after all. But deception? Deception is as boring as it is simple.
This Hecate, do you think she could help me?
If she's of a mind. She is the goddess of dark magic, the creator of all our marvelous glamours. If anyone can help you, it is she.
And if she's not of a mind?
Then you're fucked, obviously.
Then she won't help you. Grace, that part is up to you. I can't be expected to do everything, can I?
Well, no, but...
I'll think about it. But no promises.
Marvelous. The gentleman you seek is named
Astarion?
Astarion.
Really?
Lovely fellow.
The
quite
bull?
harmless. Now, if there's nothing else you need.
What, no dancing? No, I'm not going to flirt with him.
Well,
Hey.
it depends. What can you tell me about Medusa?
Ooh, can you tell me about her?
That is a rather peculiar subject change.
Yeah, I'm
Her
whimsical
name
like
came
that.
up at Aphrodite's party. I'd like to look into it.
You'll find Medusa at a dingy little club appropriately named the Viper's Nest.
Of course.
Give her my regards. Do tell me you'll be careful if you go there, Grace. Medusa is a hideous creature. and should be treated as such.
Aw, you're worried about me. What the fuck does that mean?
Okay, I give up. How does one treat a hideous creature?
With a great deal of respect, if you know it's good for you. I'll send a
You know what?
package
I'll
to your
take it.
domicile that contains directions and the key you'll need to reach the reliquary.
I said no promises.
Well, if you decide to go, Grace, you'll still need all those things. Say hello to darling Hecate on my behalf, will you?
You know, that's actually good advice. Treat all hideous creatures with respect. Because you never know what might happen. You know, I'm going to try talking to Freddy first, see what happens. Want to go see the bestie.
Hey, so what's the news, Miss Muse?
Miss Muse.
Okay, that's cute.
Well, does a muse have a proper form of address? I just want to hear what exciting adventures you've been having.
I love her.
Well, I stopped the goddess of love from killing herself, I guess.
Yeah, I'm basically a hero.
Whoa. Do gods have interventions? You know, they're nothing like I thought they would be.
Oh, the Greek gods are a mess, honey.
Everything else okay, though? Do we know who the killer is yet?
Not just yet, no.
Okay, well, let me know if there's anything I can do. If I have to hustle to become your high priestess, well, so be it.
I love her. That's friendship right there. You know, yeah.
What are Kaz and Brian up to? You didn't tell them anything, did you?
No, I told them you came home, that you're okay, but that you're having a moment. They send their love.
When they're not
Tell
fucking.
them, do you think?
What for? They have their own problems. Plus, Brian can't keep a secret to save his life, and Kaz is officially homeless.
Is he
Ooh.
still crashing on Brian's couch?
Grace, you do know that Brian doesn't have a couch, right?
Ah, so he's
Some
crashing
giant
in his bed
beanbag
then.
things.
Then where is Kaz Oh.
It's cute. They'll tell us when they're ready. But right now, it's best just to not mix them up in this.
I was joking, but that's great.
I should really apologize about the band. This kind of puts a dent in your plans, doesn't it?
You're right, Grace. How dare you sabotage my dreams? I am so mad I could spit.
You know what I mean. Nobody could have seen this coming, sure, but it's always been something with me.
Well, as I see it, there are two ways this goes down. One, neither of us gets back to the band. It was just a thing we did for a while before I founded a cult in your name. Or
Fair.
two, we get back to it and the band now has the Muse as its lead singer. Edge of Elysium becomes the coolest and most appropriate band name ever.
You know what? I think Freddy is my favorite
I like
character.
that name.
Look, Grace, you can't be the source of all the drama and name the band, okay?
That's a good rule, actually.
Exactly how much do you know about the Greek gods, Freddy?
I know my Greek mythology, but what I've read clearly doesn't line up with who they are today. Or who they ever were, maybe.
Still might be useful. There's got to be some truth to those stories, right?
You think so?
Maybe? Who do you want to hear about?
Oh god, what are my options? Ooh, I can ask about Apollo or Calliope. Ooh. Let's try Calliope.
Do you know anything about the Muses? Or Calliope in particular?
Yeah, for starters, there were supposed to be 9. Though I guess there are some sources that said there were only 4, maybe 3. Each of the muses had her specialty. Did you know that Calliope is supposed to be the muse of epic poetry?
I did know
She
that.
inspired the Odyssey.
I did know that because I looked it up last
Wow.
time.
I don't even like poetry.
Yeah, it was said her singing voice was unmatched. So they got that part right, at least.
That's
Did
true.
she also lead the ancient Greeks in giant choreographed dance numbers?
God, I wish.
No, but she once turned a bunch of snobby princesses into magpies, so there's that.
You know, that explains a lot, actually. Tell me about Apollo.
What about Apollo?
Okay, so the prophecy stuff checks out. Apollo was god of the sun and light, but also kind of enlightenment in general. He's always talked about as this beautiful and cultured god involved with the arts and the muses, kind of a Renaissance man before the Renaissance.
He's clearly had a rough time since those days.
Well, he was also a giant horn dog, Grace. I can list off like a dozen men and women Apollo has had as lovers, and there's probably more.
Most of them
Weren't they
died
all
tragically.
like that, though?
Yeah, most of them died tragically, though.
Apollo's no Zeus. He never assaulted anyone as a swan. And no, they aren't all like that. Our sun god had a reputation.
Yeah, no, most of Apollo's love interests died tragically.
Tell me what you know about Persephone.
Honestly, she's the least like her stories. Usually, she's either a victim or just the wife of Hades, or both.
And that's it? She was kidnapped by Hades, end of story?
Pretty much. Her mother was so angry, she created winter. But otherwise, Persephone was just your average sweet and virginal fertility goddess.
You're right, that doesn't sound like her at all.
Not at all.
Must be hard to be defined by this one thing that happened to you thousands of years ago. I'd be pissed if everyone thought my story ended there.
Yeah, same.
Well, she is pretty pissed. That much is true.
She's like the goddess of being pissed. I think that's enough for now.
I wonder how much of those stories are true.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I'm giving you the quick version. There are reams of textbooks out there covering all this, but even they rarely agree with each other.
Really? Nothing definitive?
Zeus sucked.
Ancient Greece was 3,000 years ago, Grace. Not much information survived all that time, if it was even valid to begin with.
The other thing about ancient Greece is that it lasted so long that the legends and that their religion had enough time to shift and change as it was still alive. That's one of the reasons that it's one of the reasons the stories are always so dissimilar and why they clash so much, because the religion changed with the people.
You know what I find weird? That the idols have managed to remain completely secret all these years. Sure, they have magic and whatnot, but in all this time, nobody's found them out? Athena is that good?
They probably just killed them.
Who says nobody has found them out? The way I see it, it's like UFOs.
Okay, I have to hear this.
Please tell.
So you could have real evidence that UFOs exist and that governments have covered it up and people still wouldn't believe it. Why? Because they'd get laughed at if they admitted it. Imagine the headline, "Greek gods exist and are living among us." What website would even run that?
BuzzFeed.
Weird conspiracy ones. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Okay, that's enough questions for now.
You sure? I can talk all day. You know I can.
I'll check back with you soon, Freddy. Time for more mystery solving.
Oh yes, the game is afoot. Let's see, should I check in with Persephone? No, let's go to the reliquary. I want to see Asterion. See if he's still a see if he's still a buff bull boy in this version. That is a storage locker. Oh, and I brought Freddy with me. Awesome. And
When I opened that shipping container, I was expecting, I don't know, rats.
Yeah.
it's bigger on the inside.
Where the hell are we?
It's hard to say. Weren't we going to some kind of library?
I thought you'd like it. I can say that.
Yeah, Pan said there would be books. You like books, right?
I do like books.
See, there you go. Apparently this reliquary place has all the books you could ever dream of.
A reliquary? Ooh, I bet it has relics. I want a wand of a fireball.
God, Freddy is just the best character.
You are such a nerd.
Speaking of, how much do you actually know about Hecate and this idol you're supposed to help?
I mean, I know a lot, but I know a lot from the mythology, but this game kind of likes to not.
The idol we're here to help
Along
is
with that.
named Asterion.
And you know who that is, right?
No. Should I?
Yeah, you should.
That's the Minotaur's real name. You know, big bullhead, horns, lives in a giant labyrinth.
Pan did not mention that.
Why am I not surprised?
Because you can tell a hawk from a handsaw when the wind is southerly.
This Minotaur. You don't think he might be dangerous, do you?
Well, traditionally he eats people, but he was also supposed to have been slain by the hero Theseus.
Well, not so slain after all. Pan says he has a problem with his love life.
Maybe he's in love with Theseus.
Maybe he needs to stop eating all his girlfriends? Okay, I knew that sounded wrong the moment I said it.
Yeah, you're supposed to eat them out, not eat them.
Do you know anything about this Hecate? It's not a name that rings bells.
Let's see. Well, she was the goddess of witchcraft, the really dark kind. Oh, But she's never really portrayed as evil. She was more of an outsider, lived alone, off in her little corner of the underworld. Do you think that's where we could be? Oh, that is so cool. Oh, I bet knowledge is important to her. It could be an angle if you talk to her.
You are amazing.
I'm so glad I brought you, Freddy. I wouldn't know the first thing about any of this.
Nah. Well, I hope it's actually helpful to tell you these things.
Why wouldn't it be?
Well, 'cause it could all be wrong. I would have never pegged Apollo for a surfer dude with confidence issues.
Huh. Yeah, good point.
Well, let's do this then.
We should go inside instead of standing out here in the fog.
It's more of a mist, really.
A mist potentially full of monsters.
In we go, then. Are you really planning on doing that favor for Pan?
If I can. I mean, hey, I want to help Asterion.
If I can, sure. Why not?
Because Pan, that's why not?
I thought you were over that.
Okay. I hope you're right. Let's go meddle in someone's love life. What could go wrong?
Nothing at all. Nothing's ever gone wrong doing that. Whoa. Giant woman. Yep, that's a library, alright. Library.
I guess the Titan thing is literal, huh?
Oh yeah, that's right. Hecate was also a
Within
Titan.
the reliquary. Who permits this intrusion, this sacrilege? This knowledge is not meant for the likes of you. I shall grind you into the dust from whence you came.
Jesus, okay, lady.
Listen, lady. I don't care who you are. One more word and I'll have you dancing a jig until your giant feet fall off.
Grace...
No. I've had it with being threatened. Just once I'd like to go somewhere and not be challenged to a fight.
Yeah.
You-
Fuck that.
Grace?
Yeah. I am beauty, I am grace. Oh, she can shrink too. No, I mean, don't know how she'd fit in here without that.
Then Calliope is dead. Is that now? I thought that was not for another 11 months.
What, you know that was coming? Oh, what do I say? Oh my god. Hang on.
Wait, what? You knew Calliope was going to die?
No, I am not informed of this for another 11 months and 3 days.
Or I could just tell you now?
That cannot be. It is written.
Okay, I like her. You're kind of spacey, aren't you?
Yes, it's right here. Calliope joins Grace's band. They become friends. Months later, there is an automobile accident and...
An accident?
Okay, I gotta find
That's
out
not what happened.
who's
saying
voicing her.
The books are wrong.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that, but let me see. Who voices Hecate and Stray Gods? Let's see. Allegra Clark. Name sounds familiar, but I don't think I can place it.
Look, whoever screwed up your magic book, it wasn't me.
Yeah, Grace is already getting blamed for everything.
The books cannot be tampered with. They record what is.
But it isn't.
You will explain. We will both sit, and you will explain. There will be tea.
We are going to have a pleasant conversation.
Curious.
Please do not struggle.
Something unanticipated has occurred. Something outside the realm of fate.
Is that even possible?
It is, but I must follow the threads back to their source to find the origin of the deviation. It may take years of research.
Years? I don't have years.
That is unfortunate. If there is nothing else, I must ask you both to leave so I may begin at once.
Is there no way to speed that up? Whoever's behind it might be the murderer.
Such threads are not so easily untangled. I must consult the Moirai, if indeed they are not the ones responsible.
The Moi what?
You
Fates.
might know them as the Fates. They, or any beings of a sufficiently cosmic nature, have the power to undo the order of things.
That does not sound good.
Certainly not. They are also not beings I can summon at a whim to solve your mystery. I am sorry.
Can I meet Asterion?
Actually, I came here to speak to Asterion. If He is here.
A visitor for Asterion? How strange.
It's a favor from a friend. Is that music supposed to be happening?
Oh,
Oh my
doing guests?
god, he's adorable!
I didn't know.
Oh my god, he's just a little guy!
As if there was any doubt.
My old friend, this is Grace. She is our muse from the line of Calliope, and it is she who asked for you.
Oh my god, look at him!
Hi there. Can we talk? Somewhere in private?
Talk? What, you and me? Why?
Oh my god!
Oh, about a
I wanna...
matter that maybe you needed help with?
Oh, nope. No, I have no idea what you're talking about. No delegates here.
Oh, I want a plushie
There
of
you have
him.
it, Grace. I believe now is the time when you leave.
But there must be some mistake.
There is no mistake. Not this time.
Are you sure about that? Because I'm not going.
Uh-oh.
It is written.
Did you hear that? Pan sends me all this way and Asterion won't even talk to us?
Maybe there's another Asterion?
Yeah, more likely Pan's got me chasing my tail. This was pointless.
Well, I don't think we're getting back inside. Do you have another plan?
Time to use my powers, obviously.
I don't know if my powers will even work on Hecate, but it's worth a shot.
Yeah, I don't
A
know...
musical number.
Oh, I know
Do
who
you think
Bloodhound
this
is.
one could be... do you hear what I'm hearing?
Oh, you're still here. I had to run the entire...
Oh my
It's a
god.
long way, innit?
Oh god, is he in love with Hecate? Please tell me he's not in love with Hecate.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to send you away, alright? I just couldn't tell you, not in front of Kate.
Oh no, he's in love with her, isn't he?
Why couldn't you... Wait. Are you saying what I think you're saying?
Oh, this is so great. I love this.
I heard what you said about Calliope. I can help you. I really, really can. It has to be you. I am so in love with my dear sweet Kate, and
Aw.
I just don't know how to tell her. Please help me tell her.
Oh boy. You're really the Minotaur. I mean, yeah, he looks... Okay.
Are you really the Minotaur? Like, the monster who roamed a maze and ate people?
And is supposed to be dead.
Well, my father locked me up in a labyrinth, but I never ate anyone.
Oh, well, that's good.
Except Theseus. But he was a bellend.
No, he was. You're in love with Hecate.
Let me get this straight. You're in love with Hecate. That Hecate.
Oh, mate, Kate is... She's just the best.
Oh my god, he's
She knows
adorable.
everything, and she always smells so good. Like, she's so nice to me, and she doesn't even have to be. Oh, we got stuck in the tower together because we can't live in the mortal world. I know I could make her happy. Well, I want to try. Oh, won't you help me?
Okay, I do have to ask why
Do you really
Kate.
call Hecate Kate? Off topic, I know, but I have to ask.
Sometimes she has to go into the mortal world for a short time and do things for Athena.
And...
Well, she had to make up a magic disguise, you know, a new identity. And I thought she should give it a proper name.
And you suggested Kate?
Yeah, she really liked it. She said, "Thank you, Asterion."
Oh, he's got it bad.
Have you tried, I don't know, talking to her about how you feel? I take that as a no.
I don't have the words. I've tried. Every time, I end up knocking over a table or killing a cat or talking about how sometimes meat has that grisly texture I don't like.
You killed her cat? Oh, no.
It was a small cat. I panicked. I'm just not good at words. Right? Really not good.
Okay, I'm sorry. I have to help him.
Okay, so you're in love with Hecate. What is it you think I can do?
A muse knows about poetry and the heart and how to make words beautiful. All I want is to ask her, but I need good words. You know, Please say you'll help me.
I gotta help him. Well, what? Yeah, but what if she turns you down,
Hecate
buddy?
might say no. You know that, right?
Well, she probably will. I mean, she's Kate. And I'm me. But just once, I'd like to be able to ask her, you know, to say it out loud instead of thinking it. I'll still help you. No matter what she says. I promise.
Whis, nobody's more of a simp than you.
I don't know. Doesn't this feel a little weird?
Which part?
Helping him woo her with my powers.
You heard what Pan said. You can't make anyone do anything they don't want to do. You can only make them say what's in their heart.
Yeah, that's the part I can't do.
Yeah, and just helping him out.
I do this and you'll help me in return, right?
Athena made Kate swear she's not allowed to say anything about what happens at the tower. But she never made me swear.
Ooh.
Maybe she never thought anyone would ask. But I'll tell you, even if Kate doesn't like it, I'll tell you.
If I do this first.
If you help me, any trouble will be worth it.
Alright.
I can't say I'm exactly sure what to do.
Can't you just, start the music?
Yeah, but to do what?
Oh, leave that to me. I am so
Oh god,
excited
Freddy,
about this,
no.
I can't even stand it.
You've got that look in your eyes.
What exactly did you have in mind, Freddy?
Oh god. Oh no.
Vibe and you go for it.
I'm not great at words. I'm more of a dancer.
Oh.
Speak from the heart. Be honest. You can do it.
Oh boy.
You cast a spell on me. Not literally, obviously,
Okay, who voices him?
but I feel in summary, you and me are meant to be. 'Cause you put a hex on me. You didn't do it to me directly. I'm not blaming you specifically.
Try compliment here, please. Just.
metaphorically. Shit, can someone help me?
God, I'm trying.
It's okay. Okay, what are some of the things you love about her?
Let's see. Rahul Kohli. She looks so confused.
Say, with you, there's so much to love. Oh, I'm not saying you're fat.
Oh, he really is bad at this.
Tell her something she doesn't know about herself.
Okay, T, to me, you know you in rapture?
Ooh, good word.
Better.
Your pallid skin, your lips are so thin, your love of books.
Asterian, I have but one thought. Why is it that you seem so distraught? Are you saying you're in love with me?
Yes, he is.
You couldn't possibly. Really? Oh, you're doing great. Give it another go.
Come on, dude, you can do this.
You've cast a spell on me. It's a feeling that's killing me.
Oh.
Let's say categorically.
Oh god, yeah, give her a chance, please. Oh boy.
I cannot hide from my reality.
Hecate's really pretty, actually.
I can't help but think it's best that you forget me. I feel so little joy. My want is to destroy. You will come to resent me.
Oh.
I'm truly fond of you. Yet now it appears that you love me. How can you be so sure? What is my allure? Tears are near certain.
He just likes you for you.
Never make you cry.
It's not my tears I fear. What if I lose you?
Couldn't. Oh, I feel so powerless.
Let me be crystal clear. Do you believe this love of yours shall persevere.
Oh, she's got a nice
Despite
voice.
all it won't face, it won't disappear. My virtues are few, and if we see this through, the pain that we share may be too severe.
Freddy, you help.
Oh, she sings my song better than I do. Help me.
Freddy, you gotta step in.
Me?
Yeah, you're just as qualified as I am.
Hecate, I'd say he's really put himself out there.
Oh, she's got a good voice.
Cannot undo. It's a brave thing to do. Wish I had his daring. Well, I'm saying that I've missed out before.
Oh,
Last chances rushed out that exit door. I could never let my heart be heard. And it's withering.
yeah, speak from the heart.
I'm reconsidering.
I have always counted on you to speak to me honestly. You're at my beck and call. I've never thanked you at all, and yet you still love me.
Ooh, getting closer to being equals
I
now.
let travelers know which way to go, but it bothers me. My own path I forego always seemed apropos. Yet where has this led me?
Yes, you're on his level now. This is great.
One step across the line will weave its own spell in given time.
The thought with which I must contend is, can I love my best friend?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, you can do it. You deserve love. Everyone deserves love.
Asterion,
Kate?
it seems you've cast a spell on me.
Oh my god.
You will not regret this.
Not yet. It is written. You've cast a spell on me to think I shall have my own story. You've cast a spell on me, and
Ooh.
we shall write it together. You've cast a spell on me, a tale of romance and glory. You've cast a spell on me.
You know, I'm kind of iffy on the,
Enough
what?
leather. Cast a spell on me.
Yay! You know, I'm kind of iffy on the actual
That
music in
was
this game, but I really like the story.
You felt this way the entire time, Asterion, and you said nothing?
I didn't think I was worthy. I mean, look at me. I'm only, half a man.
You have been a devoted friend over the long and lonely years, Asterion. I only wish I had realized sooner we could have been more.
Oh,
As for you, Grace, I thank you for arranging this diversion, however it came to pass.
what? Hang on, wasn't it?
I don't get it. Didn't you know this would happen? Wasn't it written?
Of course it was. It was also written that I would be unaware of Asterion's feelings until he spoke them to me.
You were
You
confusing.
knew that.
I follow the rules. It is written.
Well, I'm glad it worked out. Yeah, fuck it, just help me, please.
You know, there is a way to repay me. I still need to find out who killed Calliope.
I fear I am oath-sworn to discuss no matters that occur within these halls.
But all I need is...
If there are revelations from my investigation into the abnormality, you shall be informed. Come, Asterion, I wish to speak of this further, and find an appropriate outfit.
One with more leather? Question mark?
Hey, wait for me outside, yeah?
I was... Oh boy.
How long are we supposed to wait? It's been over an hour.
Ooh,
I'm
achievement.
sure it's fine, Grace. I doubt the Minotaur would break his promise. Say, what'd I tell you?
Whew. you're still here. I'm sorry. Kate had a lot to say.
Is everything okay?
Everything's okay, I hope?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it was so wonderful. Kate just wanted to talk about feelings and that, which, well, neither of us are good at.
Just need practice.
So, I suppose you want to know how Calliope broke into the reliquary that night.
She did fucking what now?
Did what?
No, we didn't know anything about that. Do you mean the night she died?
Oh, well, I thought you already knew. Yeah, the night Calliope died, she broke in somehow.
No, dude, we didn't know
The thing
shit.
is, we know she didn't take anything or even touch anything. I just remember the alarms, and I chased after her.
Wait. The reliquary has a lot.
Did you say the reliquary has alarms? Like burglar alarms, cameras?
Howling ghosts?
Oh, no, nothing like that. It just has a lot of protections. You know, magic.
I don't know magic, actually.
Oh, well, it's just meant to keep the dangerous stuff from being touched. It was set off, so something happened in the reliquary. We just, don't know what exactly.
Well, how?
Those alarms don't go off if someone breaks into the reliquary? They don't detect intruders?
Well, normally nobody does that.
Well, Calliope did. She got in somehow.
Well, she must have snuck in the back way. Where do you think I keep running from? Whatever Calliope did here, it was enough to set off the alarms. That's all I know.
Did you find her?
You chased Calliope, but did you ever catch up with her?
No. If I'd have caught her, I'd have brought her back and Kate would have gotten answers out of her. All I know is that she was hurt, bleeding bad, but I don't know why.
So
I
this
wanted
was
to help her, but she got
after.
away in the fog. Then I ran into Medusa.
Wait, what? Medusa? Here?
Yeah. Well, she's not normally here. I think maybe she was chasing after Calliope too.
So she broke in after she was
How
hurt.
do you know Calliope
Interesting.
didn't touch or take anything?
Kate knows everything in the reliquary, right down to the last book. She's been looking, but she can't figure if anything was touched. It makes her so mad not to know. And it made Athena pretty mad too.
Yeah, I bet.
Athena got involved?
Yeah, when Kate finally told her, Athena wants Kate to keep investigating, but it doesn't look good.
Athena knows what happened here the night Calliope died?
The
Yeah,
plot
Kate told her a
thickens.
day or so later, I think. We didn't know Calliope died that night, though.
What? Athena didn't mention it?
Nope. Not that that's weird. She's, well, she's not the chatty type, you know? She came in all quiet and cool, wanted to know who was here that night and what Calliope might have wanted. She swore Kate to silence. Not me, though. Guess she's not as smart as Kate.
Well, you know, brains and wisdom are technically two different things. How was she
How could
wounded?
Calliope have been wounded?
I don't know. Maybe Medusa did it. Probably not, though. You know, I never saw Medusa near the reliquary, just out in the fog, so she never even got that close.
So whatever happened to Calliope happened inside the reliquary.
I guess. But we don't have anything that would attack anyone. Especially not an idol.
Maybe she got a bad
Someone
paper
else.
cut.
But they did it inside the reliquary.
If so, they vanished after.
What was Medusa doing here?
She was chasing after Calliope too, I think, but she wouldn't say why. I asked.
Seems pretty convenient. Her just out there suddenly.
Yeah, that part's weird. I've never seen her near the reliquary before.
Couldn't Medusa have broken in like Calliope did?
Yeah, but I chased Calliope from the reliquary. If Medusa had been there, I would have seen her.
What kind of relics are there?
relics are there? Maybe Calliope was looking for one but couldn't find it before...
Yeah, that I'm not supposed to say.
Do you have the golden fleece, the shield of Zeus, the sword of Damocles? Is it suspended?
She's such a nerd.
You know a lot about that stuff for a mortal.
So it's all real.
I can neither confirm nor deny any of that. All I know is that nothing got used and nothing got taken.
Oh, Freddy's the best.
This means Calliope came here the night she died. This is where she was attacked.
Maybe it was
Don't know
Athena.
by whom.
Well, this is the second time Medusa's name has come up. That can't be a coincidence.
Well, she's super scary, but You know she works for Athena, right? I thought maybe that's why she was here, but Athena said she didn't know about it.
That does seem suspicious.
If that's all you need, then I have to go. Kate will be so mad if she finds me gone. Good luck, Muse.
Oh, thanks for your help? Question mark?
You okay there, friendo?
And now I'm pissed.
Honestly, I'm furious. Someone knew she was here. They attacked her here.
And got away without Asterion seeing them.
I might never find out, Freddy. What if I go to Medusa and that leads nowhere? What then? Someone murdered her and they might never see justice.
And
One thing at a time, Grace. You'll figure it out. I know you will.
I guess so. Next thing is to go back to Pan. Tell him his favor is done.
What an adventure.
Sorry?
You're just lucky, Grace. Luckier than you think. You go do what you have to, and I'll meet you back at the apartment, okay?
alright.
Pan! I hope you're here, because I don't know where else to look for you.
He's probably here.
Of course I'm here, Grace. Where else would I be but amongst the trees and the wild things?
The fucking bar.
I really must thank you, by the by. Asterion is simply over the moon, and he's already repaid me with this select tome from the reliquary.
You wanted a book?
That's why you did all this? Because you wanted some book?
Not just some book, but a tome from the forbidden depths.
Ooh, what's it
I
about?
doubt Hecate would be pleased.
Oh, most assuredly not. Neither would Athena, which makes it all the more delicious.
You little shit disturber.
I trust you got what you needed. More grist for the mill of your innocence, as it were.
Stop fucking playing with me.
You know I did. Don't try to deny it.
I'm fairly certain I've yet to deny anything at all.
Ugh.
Grace, if I didn't know better, I'd say you were being fresh.
Go ahead. Tell me it's a coincidence that you knew exactly where to send me.
You have no reason to be suspicious. I know nothing of what happened to Calliope at the reliquary. I suppose the question at the heart of this is, do you believe me?
Kind of, actually. Weirdly enough. I will say not without proof,
Give me a
though.
reason to believe you, Pan.
You want the ever-elusive proof. If I had that to offer, do you think I would hesitate to share it?
Yes, actually.
Alas, it is my burden to be forever condemned by my idle brethren. I've become accustomed to it. Truly. I've never lied to you, Grace, and I never shall. If you're looking for innocence, however, well, I'm afraid that's one thing I cannot provide.
And if I can't accept that? If I find out you're somehow involved in this?
You'll do what you do, and I'll do what I do, and we'll see where that takes us.
You're the fucking worst.
If you're still up for trading favors, I could use more help.
Oh, of course you could. You could live the high life, Grace. Throw caution to the wind. Embrace what you can before you...
Die?
Before I die? You don't have any hope for me, do you? You're just taking what you can get before it's over.
I've seen this story many times, Grace. I've told this story many times. And it always ends the same way.
What's the point of even getting to know me then? Right?
I'll talk to Persephone first. Let's see if she has anything for me. Come on, scary lady.
Back from your visit to the reliquary?
How'd you know?
How did you know I was there?
Athena was ranting about it when I left her. She's none too pleased about you breaking the rules. Let's hope what you learned was worth it.
How did Athena find out? Ah, who fucking cares?
Medusa was at the reliquary that night. You don't intend to confront her directly, do you?
Yes.
You think I shouldn't? How else will I find out why she was there?
There's always a way, Grace. Asking someone directly isn't the only method.
No, but it's my favorite method.
While I hate to say it, confronting Medusa may be your best option.
You could come with me when I talk to her.
Trust me, if I'm anywhere within a mile, she'll have vanished by the time you so much as knock on her door.
No, I do trust you on that.
Just lie to me and say you'll be careful. On a different matter, I've had time to do some thinking. I may have been too dismissive after Aphrodite's party. You no doubt have many questions about the Eidolon and Calliope's memories.
Ooh, Laura.
Apollo told me a little about it. He did say I should talk to you, though.
Did he now? Is there anything you'd like to ask?
Probably. Let's see.
How many times have you died? Can I ask that?
We call it passing on. I've lost track of just how many times I've passed on my Eidolon. A dozen? It's happened less often in more recent eras.
And the one you told me about, the woman married to that gangster, she was the most recent?
I don't think of Chastity as a she. That was me, just as the one my husband blasted with a shotgun was also me. It was one of the few times I wasn't able to prepare my successor. We were friends, yes, but I didn't know what Persephone was, and I had no idea what I'd just become.
That must have been difficult.
It was more difficult taking over my dead husband's territory. Women weren't often mobsters in those days.
Fair enough. You were really a gangster.
Really a gangster? I've heard it said, but it sounds...
Let me put it this way. I felt as if I'd been blessed by a dying woman who saved me from a prison of my own making. I didn't know what I was, but I was free. I felt more alive than I'd ever felt before, and strong enough to toss an ox 10 feet. Did I set out to become a mobster? Not exactly. My husband's friends thought I'd murdered him, however, so they came after me. And one thing led to another.
And now they're all dead.
I see.
Athena found me just as my memories were starting to return. I wasn't permitted to continue doing something so noticeable, so I was carted off to Olympus. It's too bad, really. I was an excellent mobster.
I believe you.
Wait, you said that Persephone passed on her Eidolon as she lay dying. What if she had just died?
The Eidolon will keep us alive for a time, even in the most horrific circumstances, in hopes that there's someone to pass it on to.
What if there isn't? What if Chastity had died before you were shot?
Well, then the line of Persephone would have ended then and there. Oh, there are some stories that say an Eidolon will go wandering, that it never really dies. And who knows if there's any truth to that.
Interesting.
It's not exactly something we've had the opportunity to study. All we know is that many idols have left us forever. They've died, and that's how it happens.
Will I feel different, though? Will I lose myself?
When all these memories start to return, will I feel different?
First, you'll have dreams. Places you've never been, people you've never met. But unlike with normal dreams, these will linger. Then they will come while you're awake. Sudden flashes or snippets of déjà vu. And sometimes it will seem so real you'll swear you're hallucinating.
It sounds unpleasant.
If there's anything difficult about the process, is that it becomes hard to differentiate between your life and all these other lives you're now recalling.
It does sound confusing.
Confusing and often unpleasant.
Hey, I was right.
As not all the memories will be fond ones. But that will pass in time.
Will I still remember my
You
own
said
life?
it becomes hard to differentiate your life from the others. How hard, exactly? It'll still be me, right?
Oh, how do I explain this? Grace, would you say that you are who you are because of your experiences? The things you've lived and done?
I would say yes.
I guess so, sure.
Well, all the things Calliope has done, and those before her, will now be yours. They will feel like a part of your life as well. Thus, they can't help but shape you. The Grace that is now will be and will have done so much more. Fortunately, you don't have to deal with every memory. Each time the Eidolon passes on, the oldest memories fade, and that helps.
Wait, how is it good that old memories start to fade?
Think of how old we are, Grace. If all those memories returned to you with perfect clarity, they would destroy you.
Yeah, but doesn't that mean you've all forgotten so much?
Well, far more than we remember. The further I think back, the more it becomes a bit of a blur, actually.
So it's like actual memories then.
You'll recall important moments. Some will be mixed up with the stories mortals tell, and you won't be sure which is the memory and which is the story. An idol's memory is a series of islands in a dark ocean, and they become smaller and smaller as they recede into the horizon. It sounds dire, but you become accustomed to it. It just takes time. And now you have all the time in the world.
It's a lot to consider. Assuming I'll even have time to worry about it, what with the trial coming.
Either the trial will end poorly, in which case all of this is moot, or it will end well, and you will have plenty of time to digest.
Fair enough.
Thanks for the update.
I'm a realist, Grace. It's what I'm best at. Now then, unless you've something else to ask.
Ooh, is it safe to ask about Hades? Fuck it, I want
Are you
to.
willing to talk about Hades? If you don't want to, that's fine. I'm just...
Incredibly curious how I ended up murdering my husband.
Yes, that.
That, yeah.
You know, one might think that my hatred of Hades began when he kidnapped me and forced me to be his bride. But honestly, that wasn't it. I hated my brothers and sisters for letting it happen, but Hades himself terrified me. He had a presence. I mean, one that forever made him the most important man in the room. And me? Oh, I was nothing in comparison. When Hades began doting on me, trying to earn my favor, I swooned that he might deign to think of me that way.
I don't like this is going.
For centuries, I actually thought I was in love, that the kidnapping was the best thing that ever happened to me. It's funny how our perspectives change.
So what did change? If I had to guess, he probably started being abusive.
If you got along with Hades for so long, what changed?
I did. I grew up.
Oh.
I was a trophy for Hades. A conquest that he expected to remain meek and unchanging forever. He went out of his way to keep me small. I slowly realized that, he'd always been that way. Manipulation and arrogance behind the handsome sneer. We battled for centuries. I hated him, and I told him so, but he refused to part with me. He declared that I was his and would stay in the underworld where I belonged.
And that's when you killed him?
That's when I killed him, yes. The first time one idol had ever murdered another. Thank you very much.
I'm guessing the other idols weren't thrilled with you killing Hades.
Well, yeah, they didn't know what to do with me. And Athena was furious that the most powerful remaining idol had been lost.
How did you kill him?
See, this was before the war and before all the new rules. The chorus had never once contemplated execution, but they certainly considered it then. In the end, they decided it was better to humiliate me. They ensured I did not benefit from Hades' murder, and stripped the throne I had wrested from his grasp.
Which you weren't happy about.
No, probably not. Yeah, probably shotgun.
I asked them where they were all those years while I pleaded for help. I was held captive, and what was I expected to do? What, lie down and take it forever because Hades was more useful to them alive? No. I stopped doing what was expected of me the day I slit his throat. May he rot in Tartarus with the Titans for all eternity.
How did you go from ruling the underworld to opening a nightclub named after it?
I won it in a bet with Dionysus. God knows.
Okay, there has to be a story there.
Well, the story is that he was a fool, but a charming one with many patrons. They built him a nightclub as his personal playground. And it was a grand old time for Dionysus in the 1970s, I assure you, but he didn't know how to run a business. By the time disco was ready to die, so was his stupid club. So I offered to make it profitable. If I succeeded, he would turn ownership over to me. He accepted because, frankly, all he wanted to do was drink anyhow.
That's fair.
I was successful. The club became mine, and I kicked Dionysus out for never paying his tab.
Again, also fair.
Sucks to be him.
Dionysus ever sobers up, he might decide to be sore about it, but so far, that hasn't happened.
Yeah, that checks out. God, she needs a hug. Hi, Flappy. How's it going? Glad you could join us. Tell me about
Tell me more
Calliope.
about Calliope. You and her were good friends, right?
We were.
And
if you had told me a decade ago that I would become close to one of the muses, I would have laughed in your face. I always considered them Apollo's creatures. Calliope, Clio, and Talia. Vapid, frivolous gods who handed off their eidolon to any artist who took their fancy. Every time I met one of them, they were someone else. Apollo called them the Sisters of Beauty, no matter their gender. Can you imagine that? That's such a stupid name.
It is a stupid
I
name.
never thought of that. Do idols change gender a lot?
Well, we tend to seek out successors like ourselves, but it happens. With the muses, it happened frequently.
Huh.
Everywhere Apollo went, they surrounded him like a gaggle of ducklings, just like him to gather his own fans.
Yeah. How did you end up being friends with her?
if you disliked the muses so much, how did you end up becoming friends with Calliope?
Well, she sought me out. She'd become more and more unhappy on Olympus, so she decided to leave just as I had, long before. Calliope asked for my help, and I laughed in her face. Go ask one of your sycophant mortals, I told her. I mean, surely one of them has some threadbare couch you can sleep on.
Wow.
Typically, she was undeterred. She didn't just want a place to stay. She said she wanted to learn how to be truly independent from an idol who had mastered it. What can I say? I mean, I am a sucker for a well-timed compliment. I took her in. Apollo was furious. He and Calliope were barely speaking, but he was certain she'd come crawling back to Olympus.
There we go.
Oh, it made taking her in all the sweeter.
That sounds more like you.
After you took Calliope in, that's when you became friends?
Well, no, not right away. I wasn't looking for a friend. What I was looking for was an opening act in the club. Calliope entertained here for years, and then eventually turned from performing to attracting new acts. She was in her element.
Yep, just like a muse.
She and I, we warmed up to each other eventually. She was more capable than I expected, and I adored her furious rants.
Calliope didn't seem like the furious type when I met her. That's hard to picture.
Yeah, you caught it at a good time.
Oh, then you didn't really meet her. She was an idealist, and nobody could ever quite live up to her standards for very long. Her brothers and sisters, least of all. The
Interesting.
idols needed to change, she said. They were withering away in the shadows, diminished and unwilling to save their own skins. When I joined the chorus, she expected me to change everything, as if I could single-handedly override Athena. I was to be her champion, and together we would bring revolution to the idols. Well, I was yet another disappointment. She left the club, but I gave her a place to live. We were supposed to stay in touch, but you know how it went from there.
Sadly, yeah. So what happened to the other muses then?
What happened to the other muses? You mentioned two others. Were they lost in the war?
One of them was, though not like you think. The day we were to leave on the ship, Talia simply
Oh, so
never
she
showed
was
up.
actually lost.
Do you know what happened to her?
We never heard from her again. Apollo thrashed about in mourning, but, Talia had been fading away for years. It wasn't a surprise to the rest of us.
What about the other muse, Cleo?
Died long before. A victim at the hands of a mortal man, when she no longer possessed the power to bedazzle him.
Yeah.
As I understand it, he kept her in a cage as a pet until her eidolon shriveled up and perished.
That's
He was
fucked
dead
up.
before she was.
Ugh, that's pretty dark.
Yes, well, we come by our wariness of mortals honestly, Grace.
What's the deal between you and Apollo? The way you two fight.
I've told you how he and the other idols stood by and let me rot with Hades.
Yeah.
Not.
Yeah, you did.
It seems more personal than that.
I don't think it gets more personal than that.
Okay, there's an old saying that no one escapes the underworld. But that's not true. I did. Once. Not long after Hades kidnapped me. I was homesick, and I missed my mother. Charon took pity on me and allowed me across the Styx.
Wait, is
And
that how you pronounce that name?
Grace, I waded through darkness itself to get out of there.
I thought it was pronounced
Hades
Charon.
chased after me relentlessly, but I evaded him, right up until I got to the very slopes of Olympus. And who do you suppose was the first idol I met?
Oh.
Apollo stood there. I cried out to him, begging him not to let Hades take me, and yet Apollo did as he has always done.
Apollo, what the fuck?
Absolutely nothing. Hades was thrilled, and I knew then and there I could never rely on my so-called family for anything, ever again.
Ugh.
That's all I
Okay,
can
yeah,
think
that's
of
all
for
for
now.
now.
I'll see you around.
Oh yes, that's where I'll be, around.
Yeah, I've only ever heard it pronounced as Charon. I've never actually heard it as Charon. Alright, to Medusa then. Charon, what the fuck?
This must be the Viper's Nest. Scariest part of town, no sign. Just that one dude glaring at everyone. Well, I'm here now. Just another day in the life of an idol.
There you are. This is the worst. I think someone peed on me.
Oh my gosh, she brought a literal mace.
What, you thought I wouldn't notice you skulking off? You didn't even bring any equipment, Grace.
Mace and a mace, this is amazing.
Freddie, please tell me you don't think you're some kind of adventurer.
I'm sorry. Are you not about to head into a monster's lair at great personal peril? What else would you call that?
Oh, I love her so much.
You're such a dork. I adore you.
Good, because I'm not about to let you wander in there without backup. Who knows? Maybe the stuff I know about Medusa might actually apply. Well, that'd be a switch.
If anything happens to Freddy, I'm going to kill everyone in the room and then myself.
Do you think she actually turns people to stone?
Let's hope not, or this could be a short visit. Or a really, really long one.
Probably the long one.
Serious.
Perseus used a mirror to reflect Medusa's gaze back at her. Oh, maybe you could use your phone.
You think that would work?
Unless you brought a mirror, Grace, it's all you got.
Actually, do you need to view her directly, or can you, like, look at you, like, turn on, like, pull up your phone camera and just, like, watch the world through that?
Okay, I'll bite. What do you know about Medusa?
Well, you know, she was human once, right? And she was cursed.
Apollo mentioned it, yeah.
Cursed by Athena. Or so one of the stories goes, anyway.
But doesn't she work for Athena?
Hey, don't look at me. My knowledge of this stuff stops at a few thousand years ago.
Medusa's a monster, though.
She was once human, but she's definitely a monster, right?
Yeah, one of the worst. But, you know, so was the Minotaur.
Asterion said she was scary. I have a feeling she's not like him.
Then I guess you need to be prepared for the possibility that she is as bad as the legends say.
Though some of the stories also say that she was wronged by Athena and that what was done to her was an injustice.
Yeah.
And Athena just follows the rules, right?
Alright, let's do this.
Okay, enough talking. Time to do this.
You have a plan for how we're getting inside, I hope?
Maybe. You're here to help?
Hit the guy over the head with a mace.
Then I have a plan.
Find another entrance, use the distraction, confront the enforcer. Let's try distraction, I guess. See what happens.
Hi, this is where the comic convention is, right? I hope I'm not too late for the signing.
Oh my god.
Ma'am, I'm afraid you had the wrong address.
What? No. Oh god, no. No, that can't be right. Do you understand the indignities that I have endured? The weird looks, the body odors? Someone spilled coffee all over my cosplay outfit. No, do not tell me that I got it
Keep
wrong.
them
I spent
busy while I look
$50 on this
around.
ticket. I demand my personal photo.
Oh my god. Oh, she has definitely done this before. Ooh, spooky. Are you dead? Or just really, really fucking high?
What a long day, hiding in the light. Such a long day, dreaming of tonight. This sacred bite. Hello, who's that there? You've messed up my flow. Just get your drink, girl, and take your seat. Oh, it's the muse. There are sacred bites, and then there's this sacred bite.
What the fuck is going on here?
So right. I'm really gonna hate myself tonight.
I need your help. Let's try that. See what happens.
Before you start the show,
Anjali Bhumani, really?
say hello. That's what he said to say.
Well, any friend of Pan's is a friend of Pan's.
Okay.
I love Anjali
To
Bhumani.
interrupt your flow, there's just some things I need to know. I wish there was another way.
Yes, you do. Now, look into me.
Huh.
Your body goes freely every time as it tenders, turning gently.
Fight the paralysis. Let's see what happens.
What'd you say, Grace? You okay, Grace?
Okay, I do like.
This time
Okay, I do like that this is going.
you are currently experiencing something I like to call the preparation. Any questions or comments? That's right, it is widely known that I can turn folks to stone. But oh, I won't this time.
Okay, fine. Let's do this, motherfucker.
That oozy musy bloods my wine this time. Look into me. Oh, she's looking away. Hey.
Lift that hood. Then out came the snakes. Oh, you're so good. Finally, some stakes. Oh, the ice thing. What a difference an actual monster makes.
Alright, let's see what happens.
Athena made you like this.
She was mad at me. So.
Well, why was she mad?
She said I'd been bad.
Had you been?
No. Now look into me.
Let's keep this going. I want to see what happens.
Listen, Medusa. She hides you in shame, but she uses you all the same. You could live another way. If I was treated like you, I'd be a monster too.
That's kind to say, but you could never be a creature like me. You didn't kill
Calliope. So you know that it's true that I didn't do it.
No.
Yes, you do know. You know, does that mean Athena knows?
No. Okay. It's dinner time. You're not gonna watch?
Let's try sympathy.
Just like fate made you, fate played me. Just like I won't see what your eyes see when you look at me. Don't look at me.
You think that will hurt me, child? You have not done your
Oh,
homework.
Freddy, no.
Oh, sorry, just trying to get your attention. Yeah, I've been watching, and I'm willing to bet you can't turn me to stone before I burn your snakes off.
Oh.
Hey, stand down, Freddy. Let's give Medusa some space.
Yeah, okay. I'm watching her, though.
You ready to talk?
Oh, fine. Fine. What exactly is it that you want, pretty muse?
You were at the reliquary the night Calliope was murdered. I want to know why.
Blast! This is why I didn't tell Lady Athena. I knew it would come back to haunt me. I only followed pretty Calliope to the reliquary. I never spoke to her, never even caught up to her. I swear it.
Okay, actually,
Mysterian told us, more or less.
you know, I like Medusa's design, actually.
You were there that night.
Yes, I admit it. Ugh, Lady Athena will have my head. She'll mount it on a pike. Whatever you might think of me, I had no part in the muse's death. I did not even know she'd been attacked until I saw her fleeing.
What, you didn't tell
You
Athena?
haven't told Athena any of this?
Do I need to light things up again? 'Cause I'll do it.
I told her Calliope was at the reliquary that night. I did not tell her I was also there.
Why not? Wouldn't Athena find out from Hecate anyway?
I was not thinking clearly. I panicked. Lady Athena barely tolerates my presence as it is. If she thought I was involved in any way, if she even suspected...
Why were you following her,
followed
though?
Calliope to the reliquary. Why were you shadowing her at all?
I am Lady Athena's spy master, yes. Calliope has been trouble from time to time.
So you were spying on her?
I keep watch over every idol who no longer lives in Olympus, but especially Calliope. When I realized she was headed to the reliquary that eve, I followed. I had a duty to Athena.
Did you find out why she was
Did
there,
you ever
though?
find out why Calliope went there?
I was never close enough to ask. When I drew near to the reliquary, that is when I saw the muse fleeing. She was frightened, bloodied, dying.
Let me guess, that made you hungry.
I gave chase, yes, but to discover the truth. I knew Lady Athena would wish to know.
That does make sense from your perspective.
It does.
I didn't learn the truth until later. And then it was far too late.
Astarion said he caught up with you out in the fog. Is that right?
I thought he was the one who had attacked her. He is a great beast of a creature.
He killed Hecate's cat by accident, but this still seems hard to believe.
Yeah.
Yes, I only realized my mistake once I caught up to him, and by then the muse was gone.
And you never found her afterwards?
I thought she might flee to her pretty home, or to the sharp and prickly Persephone. She did neither.
What did she go to?
Yeah, she came to see me.
How can we believe you,
Why
though?
should we believe you? You did just try to eat me, remember?
I am telling you the truth.
Right, and not at all trying to cover your own ass.
You presented an opportunity. Oh, to taste the sweet, sweet blood of a hero once again. It's a problem. I've been working on it, I really have.
Uh-huh.
Well, what of Pan? The only reason I knew Calliope was going to the reliquary is because he informed me.
So much for never lying to me.
What were the odds, honestly?
Not great.
Put a pin in that for the moment, shall we?
I am a monster. It's true, I do not deny it. But still, I did not kill the muse.
I believe her, honestly.
Okay, let's say we believe you. For the moment.
Whatever you do, pretty muse, I beg you. Do not tell Athena of my indiscretion. Show mercy.
Yeah, I'm not fucking telling Athena.
What I am horrifies you. It horrifies me as well. I cannot help what I am. I did not ask to be cursed like this.
You know, the crime that Medusa was punished for was being raped in Athena's temple.
Indiscretion, huh? That's quite the word for it.
I cannot apologize for my hunger. I can only apologize that I am so very weak in the face of it.
I'll think about it.
I am a lost and cursed thing. No idol. If Lady Athena should learn the truth, I hope you find what you seek, pretty muse. And that we meet again someday. And sing a different song.
I do feel bad for her.
He knew. Right from the start, Pan knew Calliope was there that night.
Yeah, and who could have foreseen that he was lying to you the entire time? Who, I ask you, a mystery even the Oracle couldn't have penetrated.
See, this is why I chose Freddy over him.
Yes, fine. You were right, Freddy. As always.
See, was that so hard? Anyhow,
Yes.
you probably have a few questions for Mr. Goatman. I'll see you at home.
No, come with. Actually, you know what? Lend me your mace.
Would you really have tried to burn Medusa's face off? With an aerosol can?
Hell yeah! One hint of googly eyes and...
What would I do without you?
You'll never need to answer that question, Grace.
God, I hope not. If anything happens to Freddy, I swear to God, I'm burning this game to the ground. Alright, you sided motherfucker, let's do this.
Oh, if it isn't, the lovely Grace?
You knew. Right from the start, you knew Calliope was there that night.
Well, yes. She asked for the key and I gave it to her, no questions asked. I told you I didn't know what happened to Calliope, and that's the truth. I did not. So I nudged you in the right direction.
Okay, what are you
So you
telling
were
me?
what? Just trying to be helpful? You still aren't telling me something.
He still isn't telling us a
No
lot.
possible reason would I have to...
Tell me, right now.
Medusa learned that Calliope was going to the reliquary because I told her.
Yeah, I know that part.
Now, before you say anything, I had no idea of the fate awaiting our dear muse. And you yourself said Medusa was not responsible. I simply had to know if I'd inadvertently, rather innocently...
Sold her out? She came to you for help, and you gave her whereabouts to the highest bidder.
I am trying to help, Grace. In my way.
Help in someone else's way. You kind of suck at this.
In my way? What way is that?
The way where I don't take all the blame.
God.
What else will I discover, Pan? I'd rather learn it now than later.
Just give me a straight answer.
I wish I could tell you, Grace. I truly do.
God, would it kill him to give us a straight answer fucking once? Alright, back we go.
Oh.
Hi, Hermes.
Hi, Grace. I can just call you Grace, right?
That's my name. Where's Freddy?
She went out to get snacks. We were gonna watch TV while we waited, but, well, here you are.
Hang on, you know Freddy?
What, you and Freddy are friends now? When did this happen?
When I came looking for you. Freddy has this movie that I've never seen. Super cool, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, would you rather not share your mortal friends? Anyway, I guess Athena wants to talk? I can zip us over to Olympus anytime, if you're free.
Is that what you do?
So this is what you do? Ferry people around?
I'm the god of messengers, baby. Travelers, doorways, any kind of transition, really.
Gender
The
transition?
old Hermes said that the transition part made even more sense for me, which, you know, extra cool, right?
Gender transition.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's true.
I can connect any two doorways anywhere, just like that. So it's super easy to take people wherever. I don't mind.
Hang on, can we go there through the fridge?
You say it's easy, but do you like doing all these errands?
Huh. Yeah, I never thought about it. It's nice to have a purpose. Athena is super sweet, and she has a big, important job. Why wouldn't I?
Is she sweet, though?
You can't be this nice. Are you for real?
Oh, well, the old Hermes used to say that a willingness to serve is more important than a willingness to be served.
Hmm.
You mentioned the old Hermes a lot. You knew him?
Yeah, I was homeless for a while. It wasn't a great time, and he took me in.
Oh, that's nice.
Everyone's on the same journey, he used to say. Only the roads are different. And then he went on his journey. Man, I still miss him every day.
Wait, isn't he still inside you? Aren't you kind of the same person now?
Not yet. It's only been a year. Maybe I'll feel him again one day. That'd be nice.
Do I have a choice about seeing Athena? I'm not in the habit of being at anyone's beck and call.
I mean, I guess you could say no, but I wouldn't. If Athena wants something, she's gonna get it eventually.
That's not threatening at all.
She had that look in her eyes, like she really wants to talk to you.
I
She
really...
can always come here. Everyone else does.
Yeah, but I really
Athena
don't want to.
enter the mortal world? And now she doesn't do that ever. Can you imagine?
Doubt.
How does Athena manage never entering the mortal world?
She doesn't have to, I guess. Everyone brings her everything she needs. And that creepy owl of hers? Apollo says it's her eyes out in the world. It's everywhere. Watching.
Yeah, that's creepy.
So what, she just never leaves the building?
She'll go to the reliquary and places like that. Just never where mortals are. She wears a toga and calls cars iron horses.
I get the feeling she's a lot more scared of mortals than she lets on
I
then.
suppose there's no point in putting it off. Do your thing. Take me to Olympus.
Okay. Oh, when you see Freddy, tell her I'm sorry I couldn't stick around for the movie. And mind if I say something?
Sure.
You've changed. I mean, from the person I met when I first came here. When... you know. You got it together really quick.
Thanks, I guess.
I hope this isn't like final boss territory. I'm not prepared to fight Athena yet. Didn't I already choose my trait? Huh. Oh, I see. Let's try charming.
There you are, Grace. Do have a seat.
Yeah,
I prefer to stand.
the health bar just pops up.
As you like. You've certainly been busy, haven't you? Everywhere I turn, there you are. Including the reliquary.
Oh.
I'm uncertain how you got access, but even you must have realized it's off limits. Particularly for your mortal friend.
Am I not supposed to be proving my innocence? Would you prefer I did nothing?
I prefer you didn't break any other rules in the meantime.
Such as? Do you have a list I can read, or do you just make them up as you go?
Yeah, could I...
You think our judgment was rash?
Yeah, it was.
It was. In truth, I worried that giving you time, letting us all get to know you, would make it harder in the end. I am sorry, Grace. You may not believe it, but I care deeply. I care about what happens to you and to all the idols.
Ooh.
Do you really? Let's explore where all that caring has gotten them, shall we? You're holding on with a grip so tight, your knuckles are turning white. But that's not enough, is it? Every idol I've met is either lost or broken, or both. They're all slipping through your fingers. If you actually cared about them, you'd do something about it instead of sitting up here worrying about your precious rules.
Zeus was the first to leave. King of the gods. And we don't even know what became of him. Vanished into the ether.
Yeah, the world's better off without him.
Poseidon was next. Walked out into the seas, never to be heard from again. Ares betrayed us. Hephaestus saved us. Hades was murdered. And by one of our own. The list goes on.
All of that sounds terrible, but I don't understand what...
We are dying, Grace. I don't mean diminishing or drifting apart. I mean our immortality is disappearing. Very soon now, the idols will be no more. We are a legacy that spans millennia, dating back to the very dawn of humankind. So yes, I care. I will do anything and everything in my power to avoid that fate, even if it appears unfair.
Is that why you killed Calliope?
You feel responsible, don't you? For everything.
Jacques.
I am responsible. Aphrodite wallows in her pain, Apollo in his regrets, and Persephone in her bitterness. Every other idol of power is gone.
So there's only you. You have to shoulder the burden for everyone, like it or not.
I could crush you.
I'm sorry, Athena. I had no idea.
They won't thank me for it. I know we've put a great deal on your shoulders, Grace. I do. All I called you here to ask is that you please not make my job more difficult than it already is. If you have any other questions or concerns, now's the time to bring them up.
Okay, maybe I'll get a straight answer out of you then.
Who has access to the reliquary? Is it anyone with a key, or...
Doesn't matter. You gained access, so clearly it is not difficult to get.
Well, Pan's handing them out like
Speaking of
fucking
which,
cookies.
I don't suppose suppose you'll tell me who gave you that key.
The same person gave it to me who gave it to Calliope.
And who gave it to Calliope then? I see.
Medusa.
All right, let's talk about Medusa.
Met her, have you?
Oh, yes, we did.
I just have to know why. Of all the people you could have working for you, why her?
We could have left her behind. I elected to bring her because, in the end, she is my responsibility.
Because you cursed her.
But Medusa didn't want charity. She volunteered to work in my service. It's trying at times. Now, if there isn't anything else...
Tell me about
What do
Pan.
you know of Pan?
Pan? That's not a name I expected to hear. Been sniffing around you, has he?
Fucking
I
everywhere.
have some suspicions, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
Pan lurks at the edges because he likes it there, seeking out whatever profit he thinks he can get away with. Avoid him, dear, or he'll stick to you like gum to the bottom of your shoe.
Ain't that the truth?
Okay, so you don't like Pan much. I get that. But do you think he could kill someone?
Could.
We've all killed, my
Yes.
dear. I was once a warrior queen, feared by mortals and gods alike.
Another idol, I mean.
Is that where your investigation has led you? To Pan?
I don't know. Maybe.
I've never thought of Pan as one who would deliberately provoke my ire. But if he saw enough profit in it, thank you, Grace. I'll add them to my list.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of the reliquary, you went there, right? Once Hecate told you what happened?
Yeah, I was not impressed by the delay.
If you had known about that, the night Calliope died, would it have made a difference?
The chances are exceedingly small that you attacked her there, it's true. Yet, Calliope was weakened, which made her more vulnerable prey for an enterprising mortal. One she knew. Perhaps the incidents are connected, perhaps not. I cannot afford the risk of uncertainty, Grace. I'm sorry.
Alright, I give a guess if that's all.
I guess I'll get back to my investigation.
I am rooting for you, Grace. If there's another way to resolve this, any way at all, I will take it.
Will you? Really?
Good luck. Feel free to take a cookie on your way out.
That was not an answer. I really don't like Athena in this.
Don't take it personally, Grace. Athena's first instinct is to follow the rules whenever things get rough. As if she believes that if the idols don't blindly follow every rule to the letter, we'll dissolve into utter chaos.
Weird.
Well, is she right?
Probably.
Do you think she's telling the truth? About the idols dying out?
Oh, yes.
I'm not sure. I mean, if it is true, why hasn't she told the rest of the chorus?
It sounds like she doesn't trust you.
Well, the feeling is mutual. At any rate, I'm afraid we're going to have to disappoint her again.
Ooh, what's the plan now?
You need to go back to the reliquary, Grace.
Oh, let me say.
What for? Is there something I need to ask Hecate?
The one thing we do not yet know is why Calliope went to the reliquary in the first place.
Okay, I'll bite. How would I find that out? You think she left clues?
We can't ask Calliope what her plan was. But you might be able to remember what she was doing there.
Her memories? But I thought...
That it will take years, yes. But if you go somewhere important to Calliope, or touch something special to her, you'll get flashes, feelings.
Do you want Grace to go to the reliquary so she can have deja vu?
I mean, it's more of a plan
I'm
than
willing
we've
to
had.
wager the place Calliope met her fate has left its mark in Grace's psyche. We have only to uncover it.
Okay.
Last time Freddy and I were there, Hecate wouldn't let us into the reliquary. Not without Athena's permission.
I'm certainly not suggesting we ask Athena for permission.
Good, she won't give it.
You mean
A week ago, I would have said breaking into the reliquary was impossible. Yet it appears Hecate can be surprised. If her book says she will be.
Yeah, that's still kind of
Let's
confusing.
hope the book says that again, I guess.
Unless you've some other plan. I'm all ears, as they say.
God, I'm still not sure who did it, but part of me still wants to say it was Athena, though.
What about the alarms? I'm not eager to have Asterion chasing me through the fog.
Calliope snuck in without setting off any alarms.
At least at first.
Well, I'll be following in Calliope's footsteps, won't I? What if I follow the wrong footstep and set them off?
Then they discover you and we apologize profusely.
Will not be a good look, though, just saying.
You sure this will work,
Sure
though?
about this? You want me to wander around hoping something comes to me?
I do know something about how memories work after the transition, but no, I'm not certain. You want certainty? Wait until your trial. Without discovering more, the outcome of that is certain.
That's true.
What if Medusa is lying? What about Pan? We could look into him some more, couldn't we?
Oh, my, you're just full of ideas, aren't you? Do you have any suggestions regarding how we might go about doing that?
Deja vu it is.
Okay.
Let's say I do this. What am I hoping to find?
Some memory of who attacked Calliope, or why she was there. Anything we could work with. I've spoken to almost all the idols, and every single one says they hadn't seen or heard from her. If she was keeping to herself, then why now? What started this? We're missing something important, Grace.
What if Grace goes there and the memory she sees is that she attacked Calliope? A Grace from the future.
That's fucking stupid.
It'd be a twist.
Oh, let's just fucking do this.
Back to the reliquary it is.
Any idea how you want to do this, Grace? Because I'm game to help.
You cannot come along.
I'm sure we can figure something out.
We cannot let you get caught again.
I can't go in with you. Hecate would sense me right away. I will, however, stay close by. Now that doesn't mean you should take stupid risks. Don't be a fool, Grace.
Too late.
We're already way beyond that, aren't we?
Come on, the time for adventure is now.
Freddy, you can't go in too. It's gonna... whatever.
This will not end well. I know it.
This was your idea. Yep, fuck it. Let's try being honest with Hecate. I want to see what happens. Probably a terrible idea, but...
Ah, so that is now.
Oh, you were expecting us?
It is written that you would come, yes.
That is so cool. I kid you not.
Yet it was also written that you would sneak into the reliquary as Calliope did, so this encounter is unanticipated.
This book of yours really isn't as accurate as you make it out to be.
The course it lays out is almost always correct. The smaller things, they are subject to free will and frequently change. However, even without the book, I do understand why you've come. Is there a reason why you believe my answer will be different now?
Don't you want the truth? You owe me... Oh, I don't think that's a great thing to... I don't think that's the right thing to say. But...
Asterion said you don't know why Calliope was here, or what she did.
That is correct.
Don't you want to? Aren't you the least bit curious?
You could say it's your duty to find out.
Yes, thank you,
At least
Freddy.
so it doesn't happen again, right?
That is an argument not entirely without merit.
Ooh.
Then let me try. I'll accept whatever conditions you want, Hecate. I'm begging you.
You will regret this. That is also written.
That is a yes.
Go quickly. Look, but do not touch.
The reliquary stores many artifacts, some dangerous.
Got it.
Bring Freddy some tea while I'm gone.
Okay, Grace. What the heck do you do now?
What do we do now?
Of all the times to not have Freddy around, she'd love this. First things first, how do I do this? Where do I even start? Calliope must have been here. She could have stood in this very spot.
Oh no,
Maybe
try
if I just
singing.
Focus.
Try singing, see what happens. Or that works. Focus harder. Oh, there she goes. The fuck is this?
Yeah, it's weird. Like, I've definitely been here before.
Look. What the f... Is that a Berserk reference? This is a Berserk reference. Let's try the egg first.
I don't get any feeling from that. Will I know it when I see it?
You know, I really don't know that one, actually.
What did Freddy say about mazes? Was it always go left? Or go left and then go right?
Okay, not helpful. Instrument.
Is that a weapon? A musical instrument? Maybe it's both.
Ah, Poseidon's trident. Neat.
Is this an armory, too?
It must be one of the more dangerous artifacts. Along with the Apple of Chaos. Apple of Discard, actually.
Freddy, are you out there? Can you hear me? What am I doing? All that'll do is tell everyone where I am.
Well, that felt confusing. Olive branch. Huh.
They should really charge for tours. It's kind of amazing. I don't even know what language that is.
Well, that was helpful.
Shouldn't that be in a museum somewhere?
I mean, it kind of is in a museum, if you think about it.
This is it. Calliope was here. She was standing right here. And she...
Don't touch. Bad idea.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Hello? Do you work for Hecate? Are you guardians or something?
Those are the Morai. Those are the fucking Fates.
Okay then.
Maybe run.
What's happening? Why didn't it work?
Oh dear.
Grace?
Freddy? What the fuck are you doing here?
Freddy! We've got to run. My powers don't work on them. They just keep coming.
Freddy, what are you doing? No.
No, I won't let you. Freddy!
Oh no. What the fuck? No, 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 no.
Oh God. Oh God, Freddy.
By the gods.
You summoned the Furies.
Oh, the Furies.
What?
Those beings were the Furies, beyond all our laws. Not idols, but the embodiment of retribution. How did you draw them here?
I didn't. There was a big mirror, but I didn't even touch it.
There is only one mirror of which you could be speaking. That used by the goddess Nyx to contact the Fates. Using the mirror would not have brought the Furies down upon you. Not unless the Fates themselves decreed it.
I don't care what brought them. They killed Freddy. You need to help her.
I have no power over life and death, Grace. None of us have that. This was no defense or spell of the reliquaries. I do not have the power to summon the Furies, and I know none who do.
What the fuck?
You should consider yourself fortunate, Grace. They do not desist until retribution has been exacted. But now is when you leave. Pray the knowledge you obtained was worth the price.
Persephone, we can't just... There must be something we can do.
She made her choice, Grace.
No! It's not right!
Come. There's nothing more to be done.
We can't just leave her body here. We can't... What the fuck? Okay, you know what? This is actually where I'm going to call it for tonight. I need some time to stop and think about this because that was a lot to deal with. Thank you for tuning into the stream, guys. God fucking damn it. Okay. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm not sure when I'll stream next. Probably sometime next week. Yeah, fuck. Okay. Have a good night, you guys, and thank you for watching. Again, bye.